Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. So, this is the progress I made on the Blue Boy. You know, initially I didn't have a name for it, but since I've been calling it Blue Boy, that's what's gonna stuck with it. That's what I'm sticking to, is the Blue Boy. So, as you can see, I mounted the front display. I was gonna do clipper screen, but it's okay. I'm gonna just use my resources that I have. Like I said, I'm just throwing this together as I go. Install some Trident skirt and Trident feet. It's a very sturdy printer as it is. It feels like a tank and is very heavy. Very rigid too on top of that. So as you can see, I opted to keep the stock bed with the that I had, just because I wanted to keep the bed a bit lighter. With the dual motors, the dual wild motors in the back, that's really to run, you know, just to give it some more oomph and to allow me some more torque, so that way I can print a little faster than typical. Now, I'm not trying to go crazy with a bed flapper, but I'm trying to maintain, you know, at least 5K-ish, 8K-ish, somewhere around there. I want to see what it can do. That's why I went with a dual wide setup with a dual linear rail setup as well. Keep in mind, this was a Sunlu S8 frame, not the Plus. I mean, the Plus is similar, but this is a Sunlu S8 frame that I'm using to do this mod. The reason for the Trident skirt, because I love the way the Trident skirt look. It just covers up the printer really nicely and give it a more sturdy base, especially with the feet, and just add to it the overall rigidity of the printer. I went ahead and took some spare plexiglass I had when I bought that I use. That's the same glass I'm using for the VZ bot you see there. So I had some spare, and I went ahead and kind of mock up how I wanted to cut it out, so that way it accommodates the motor mounts at the back here. I was able to use a Dremel to kind of just, you know, using like a cutting blade for plastic to be able to cut this out and get a nice neat cut. So that's mounted really rigidly. It's mounted nicely, and then I created some holes where it's mounted up on the extrusion, and then I have two pieces of DIN rail underneath, as you can see, one here and one at the back here, where the power supply currently is mounted as well too. So everything will be mounted under. I'm going to be using the SKR3 for this. That's the SKR3 that the Big 3 Tech has sent me. So I'll give my formal review after I put it all together. I did a preview of it already in video where I talk about most of it, but this is just to hook it up, put everything together, then I tell you my full experience of it. So yeah, so I'm using the SKR3 here and the 2209s with this setup. But yeah, guys, I just want to show you the progress. As you can see, it looks really good with the black, blue, and white theme going on here. Now, I wanted to use a different tool head. I want to keep the Sharper Mini. I love the Sharper Mini, great extruder. But I didn't really want to go with the Hero Me Gen 7. I really wanted to go like something more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. But I couldn't really find anything out there that really just that fit the bill. Now I know Rolohan suggested try to modify and use the Mantis tool head, but I don't really have CAD skills, which I really do need to learn this. So I don't really have CAD skill like that. I did, however, have Squirrelbane, when he has some time, he doesn't have to do it right now, look into, you know, maybe playing around with some suggestions I made. But for now, I'm just gonna rock this, see how this goes. As you can see, I'm just running one 12-volt 50-15 fan, which I'm gonna overvolt to push more air. And it's the Tryon ducts. As you can see, it's like 3 ducts here, set up like the Eva Tryon duct. It's kind of like set up that way with a BL touch. So I'm trying to keep it as light as possible as well. As again, I'm gonna reiterate that I'm using the Kevin San belted mod. I wanted to keep it simple, one motor, just keep it simple as possible, just to prevent any Z banding or anything like that. It's already leveled and aligned, so that's doing really well here. Let me show you the back here, what the back looks like as well. So it looks really, really good. And as you can see, I have the Ethernet pass through, as well as my power and switch connected up. I'm gonna run the bed just like this, but of course I'm gonna have it plugged up and everything. I'm gonna have the bed driven by an external MOSFET, a 25 amp MOSFET underneath. So I'm going to use that to power the bed instead of using the board itself, just to kind of take the stress off the board's MOSFET. So everything is looking good, guys. It looks really, really clean. I'm really happy to the way it comes out. It's pretty heavy. Like I said, it's easily 50, 60 pounds, pretty weighty, but that's good for rigidity, for input shaper, that type of thing. It's really good to keep your printer rigid. And to help with the rigidness, I also added these like T-slot connector things on both sides to keep the frame nice, stiff, and rigid. So, but yeah, I just want to show you some update to the progress here. I will be taking off this old PEI material. This is the flimsy PEI that I don't like. I actually have some Gizmodarks PEI, which I'm gonna take this off and put on the Gizmodarks PEI instead. It's a little bit thicker and it holds on to the prints much better than this PEI. So that's the next update. And then wiring, and once I wire it up, then we can officially do a print and setup and stuff like that. So, but I just wanted to share the progress of where I'm at with the build, guys. So the next time you see this should be up and running and actually printing something. So I will provide, once in the final video, I'll provide a link to all the STLs, all the files I use, for those who want to attempt this build or maybe modify it their own little way. But I'll provide that information. Now keep in mind that the Trident skirts I'm using is from the 250 build, not the 300, but the 250 build. I had Squirrel Brain modify a little one of the skirts to accommodate for this spacing here, because this is like 420 millimeter, I think, in length. So there would be a gap if you didn't if I didn't have this extra piece of skirt here. So there's some modification to the skirt need to be done. And again, some of you guys that can remix STLs really well may be able to accommodate that really easily. But it should look really good once I'm done with everything and everything put in place. So, but yeah, guys, just want to show you an update. So stay tuned. I have my live stream tomorrow. So I hope to see you guys out there, and kind of come and hang out with me so we can kind of finish up this Batman theme K3. It's gonna be time for mounting the panels and stuff like that. As in the last live stream, I was mentioning that I was waiting for some stuff to come through from Amazon, like M5 heated inserts, stuff like that, and those came through. So yeah, so we can continue to build tomorrow live stream. So usually I do a live stream on Thursday, but I have other priorities on Thursday, so we're moving it to tomorrow. So all right, guys, so that's all I wanted to share with you guys for now. Like I said, remember to like, subscribe, and yeah, just put a comment if you like what I'm doing. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.